All right. So great to see you. Here we have Christen Fackler, CEO, founder, owner of IOrganize and IOrganize 2. Thank you for coming over here. Not only are you an entrepreneur, but you are amazing at keeping people organized. Not only getting them organized, but the implementation of remaining organized could be. So that is your superpower, right, when you say?
Absolutely.
So the title of our conversation today, The Enterpriser and the Impresario and the Art of Metrics. That's what I think of when I think of you.
Cool.
So what about organization inspires you?
A lot. I love to organize. It's been a natural passion ever since I was little. And to live a simple life is the ultimate goal, and that's what I like to provide for my clients. Life should be simple and easy, and not to let clutter control you or get in the way of your dreams.
That's awesome. I could think of a million things: homes, office, relocation, estate sales, the passing of a loved one. I could think of many projects that would be overwhelming to somebody, both emotionally and mentally. We talk a lot about that, the freckled strawberry, the taxing, the emotional tax of the brain, and then how that really hinders our analytical powers to think clearly and thoroughly. So with the freckled strawberry, we're dedicated to empowering financial independence in women all across the country, the world. So I was curious, what about the freckled strawberry piqued your interest in May of 2022?
What an amazing opportunity I had to get involved with. I couldn't turn down an opportunity for help. I have been running my business for going on 15 years.
Wow.
And I have not hired an employee. I don't ask for help. So this was a great opportunity to bring somebody in that I trust and work and collaborate for the first time in my business. And that's been really, really wonderful.
Oh, that's
and
good.
Being part of a women's business group, somebody had known about the program and said that I might be a good fit.
That's great. Was it the financial piece that you were interested in, or was it the cute marketing name?
All of the above. The financial piece, absolutely. I didn't go to college. I'm a self-made entrepreneur. Started in my early 20s. I do not have any educational background for business. So finances is something that I really needed some assistance with.
I think the amazing thing I've learned about entrepreneurs is it's in your DNA. Yes. It is part of you. It is my favorite animal. Entrepreneurship is my favorite animal. So what did you discover? We've had the privilege of working together now for a couple months, and you are smack dab in the middle of your methodology. So yay. So what is it? Is there a specific thing that you learned about yourself during this process that you hadn't considered yet or were inspired by that created a pivot for you?
Absolutely. I didn't think I was smart. And going through this process, you've definitely helped empower me to validate the things that I realized I was good at. But then also have given me the tools to improve the areas that I needed work in.
That's awesome. Yeah, we talked a little bit about distal and proximal influences and how they affect our relationship with money, how we approach money and finance. And those in conjunction with your own innate ability are really responsible for outcomes. So distal influences are things like, community, where you grew up, your economic background. And then proximal are things that are close, like your values and your beliefs about yourself, and they're tied pretty tightly to family. Mm-hmm. So when you realize that, gosh, I am smart, the DNA is there, I've been running a business for 15 years, right? Like, I got this. I just think it's wonderful to watch your face light up and for you to see clearly your path and going forward and moving forward. So what benefits did you receive, you think, now you're only halfway through, so what benefits inside the Freckled Strawberry are you going to carry into 2023?
Yes, 100% confidence, the boost, the empowerment, and to charge what I'm worth, figure out what my value is, to have a second voice. It's just been me alone in my business in here, and to have your empowerment and support, and to finally receive the benefits of all the hard work that I've put in that I deserve ultimately, and that feels amazing to
That's
say.
great. And you're not even done yet, girl.
Yeah, just getting started. Yeah, we're only halfway through. So
one of the things that you will receive, it's what you get with my help, it's what you get from me, but what you get through me is access to this amazing network of people. And you've had a chance to chat with people in the green room there and get to know some more of them. But I think what we find as women is through our collaboration, we share our best practices, and we all can benefit from that. So I'm happy that you're part of the Freckled Strawberry. I'm happy you're going to be part of the alumni and help us, bring in a new generation of opportunity for women. You had peaked a little bit on IOrganize 2.0. So is that something you're going to launch more into 2023? Are you going to go into that more as an influencer?
Absolutely. IOrganize 2.0 is taking me from my in-person clients to provide the rest of the world with ultimately free content at the moment online and social media to give organizing tips. And I want to provide an ebook on how to organize everything and to access more people and give the gift to organization and simplicity to not just a small group of people, but as many people as desired.
That sounds like a great tag. I love it. I love it. So one of the coolest things I enjoyed working with you on is when you discovered your value. You already know you're good at what you do. It's the discomfort we have when we try something new. I had described, the analogy to me feels like, when you're putting yourself out on a limb like that, it's like dipping your toe into a cold pool, right? It's okay on your toe and then your ankle and then your leg, but that water creeps up on your stomach and you're, trying to move away from that because it is cold. So what I discovered and enjoyed in working with you is when you discovered value and said your own value and said, yeah, my profitability should be this and my metric is really this, and you hadn't considered how all those things could come together for you. Yes. So I'm interested to hear, what about that exercise helped you have the confidence to ask for the ask? I mean, you're not the only woman entrepreneur that struggles. In fact, everybody does. Yes. Was it the math when you saw that this is the time I'm spending, this is what I should be making kind of thing, or what was it?
It was a lot. It's a lot of layers. There was a lot of subconscious thoughts already there about my value. But yeah, just that little step, a validation, huge. I trust and respect your opinions and experience. So to have someone like you reaffirm and validate what I've been thinking inside. And again, I don't have a team to bounce stuff around. So for the first time, I'm saying things out loud, going through the math of it all and how much to charge and how to have a decent income to live a nice life. So a lot of layers there.
That's awesome. And it is all about lifestyle. It's like we kind of get caught in our head with the terminology of financial, the accounting and the different things that people name these accounting terms, but really it translates into your life. Like, what kind of life do you want to have? Yes. How many vacations do you want to go? Do you enjoy hiking? Work this much and make this much so that you can hike more, yes, right? It's the exchange of time and opportunity. So as part of the Freckled Strawberry soon-to-be alum, and in the spirit of the sorority, what pearl of wisdom or petal of wisdom would you want to share with a woman today as a business owner today?
A lot. If there's something that a woman loves to do, she can absolutely make a business out of it, especially with technology and social media. When I decided, I thought, I want to start a business. I don't like to work for people. I want to control my own schedule. I want to wear what I want to wear. I thought of 5 things that I loved. 5 things I really loved: nature, children, health and fitness, organizing, computers. And I was like, what can I start start today? And it was organizing. And so I went to my computer, I ordered free business cards, I started a website, and it was $150, and I got started that very day. And anybody can do that.
That's awesome. Yeah. So $150, right? Yeah. And here you are 15 years later, organizing, helping people stay sane, creating peace and harmony in their life. So how are you, Christen Fackler, defining success in 2023?
Believe it or not, the old me might say income or materials, but now it's work-life balance and gratitude. Without gratitude, I don't, everything starts with gratitude. And work-life balance, I was born with very hard work ethic. Go, force, work so many jobs, have a sore back, and some life circumstances made me step back these last few years and taught me, if you truly have work-life balance and you're able to let go, that leaves room for magic, that leaves room for growth, and somehow letting go and having more balance versus trying to force and push, I've propelled myself forward than I ever have before, and I'm so glad that you're a part of that this
awesome.
year.
You know what's really cool is when you first found out about the Freckled Strawberry, it was a financial conversation, but now you're not even talking about how much money you're going to make next year. Yes. You're talking about the passion that turned to mission, the mission that turned into lifestyle. And so wonderful being with you. Thank you so much for coming, and I can't wait for our next session online. Yes. Okay, thanks a lot. Awesome. All right.